And I'm live. I'm going to break my fast with today's Omad meal. Uh, then I'll be right back with the food and start eating. So, no maximizing is truly complete without a shirtless flex on myself. I've upgraded from a six pack to a sleepy build eight pack, understand? Where it's like this two packs that started going above the six, okay? So I took it from six to eight. I'm not joking. See, notice this. It took a while for to notice. There's two little baby muscles. So I've been boasting about the six pack. Just wait until. Okay, now I got an eight pack. Upgraded. So I got the six pack. I noticed I had two muscles, small ones. I started going about the six pack. So now I'm still going to rip with the six pack. Okay. Because it's like barely an eight pack, so I can say I got a six pack. Okay. I could also go an eight pack, but I might keep saying I got a six pack because there's a six pack. So it's just like, and then some. So if this is like two extra months to get an eight pack. Okay. So, yeah, these birds, they got a one pack. Okay. They have like a round belly despite being fit. So, these guys, hello guys, how you doing today? Yeah, so I'm not gonna can't wait to talk to the birds so much. Gonna go get my food. And if you're watching this, not only resistance, but you'll be waiting. Okay, so I'm intending to return soon with the food. Okay, the grand reveal, today's open meal, and I'll change the angle, put the laptop over there, and I'll have my own meal and see what else I get up to. So, heck, might even be some news commentary this live stream before I send it out. So I'm expecting to return within 6 minutes. Let's get a little bit chill. I might give finish the couches. I'll pour some yogurt. And some. It was like we were like, oh, that was sense. Okay. That was sense. So, I got that from problems, which have most things that are did problems, cheese, butter, yogurt, and actually I'm not as sensitive to that as you, the voices, but my style doesn't do that. Yeah. I got lactose intolerance, or take lactose enzymes, which is a supplement that helps your body break down lactose. So, you're very much faster. These are my cheese. I really like these cheese. These are awesome. It's just good. I will be surprised if I one drop of this is equal to heat tables to $1 million. Having those. That's a food line. So, here's here's the that one will be. We have to get regular six pressure responsibility. Questo no, questo spazio compito, questo spazio compito, yes, it's working. Show you see the works, you know. I have returned. Gonna change the angle. We'll put it over here, and I figured out the angle for this. I want to show myself eating in kind of the plate or something. So just put it on there. It's getting clear. So like all of a sudden, it's in the cold. Make you feel like you know almost a difference, but like it's a certain time, it's you feel like yeah, shivers and tingles. There goes. See if we have wife coming to say hello on the chat. And it's remix, but it's this guy can do it by himself. That's the point. So it looks. I feel like it's gonna be more impressive than it looks in terms of taste. So I could have put a little bit more food. That was done there, so I could have put a bit more. But I was focused more on streaming than cooking today. So here we are. Yeah, I have been gaming for some time now. So what's in here? I'm not gonna force in every little detail, but it's advice. Cheese, priest cheese. Bullens pilsnerkorv, which is canned sausages. Organ meat, sausages. Canned. This and that, spicy chili. There's yogurt in there. Probiotic yogurt. Acid off as yogurt. Olive oil, coconut fat, olive oil, coconut oil. No, no, not bad. It's good. Might have to be the best. So, Jamie, pull up YouTube. Yeah, let's check Waters News. Should have got somebody say, oh no. Live, Bill Gates testifies before House Committee investigating Epstein case. This is just him. So I'm just checking the news, okay? I'm not like a major news checker, but if I check the news, it's rumors, okay? Meaning, what is the use of all sometimes to do some commentary? This I don't trust the news media, okay? The mainstream media is probably deep state world system, but it can't be all like lies, okay? So there's things that I can find out about I would know unless I check the news. It might be some peace treaty, it might be a ceasefire in the Iran war, it might be the Strait of Hormuz is blocked, unblocked, something that is going on that you find out about check the news. Yeah, like the price of tea in China went up 2 cents per kilo. That is in the so the economy. Yeah, I don't know why I'm just not gonna kill my vibe, but I said they're pretty good at killing my vibes. Say the bonus news. So you know what? We're not doing content right now. I'm keeping the laptop stream this wide angle me either. I might get into some screen sharing commentary after this. Eating bonus news, maybe vegan gains later. Maybe go check out vegan gains channel if it's not. It's a chronic stream puller. He does live streams that prioritize them, goes to members only. Like this. Looks like he does it every time. I catch him live. I mean, I looked at his channel and it's been a while. Vegan gains goes live, stays live. As soon as he's done live streaming, he removes the live stream off his page and then puts it member only or something like this. Yeah, they will talk down. You flash. So it doesn't look like much. It tastes better than it looks. So I do Omad fasting, which means I eat one time per day. Only one. First time plus hours. And I have no intention of stopping that. I'm into a low sugar diet. Plus my diet, like I eat one meal per day, Omad. I didn't start that yesterday. Do that for around 5 years. Okay, at least 300 out of 65 days per year for 5 plus years. Omad fasting, one meal per day, fasting 26 hours. So for instance, that you don't one time per day and you typically finish your year in an hour, that means you're fasting around 23 hours per day. Okay. More details about my diet. What do I eat when I do? Low sugar diet, high healthy fats. I like to say high healthy fats. Um, Favorite fats: avocado, coconut oil, olive oil. If butter, then real. There's what I call Frankenstein butter, where literally it's like palm oil, shea oil, this, that. Real butter is like cream from milk, but it's like 2, 3 ingredients like salt and cream from milk. Or Yeah. So I was doing some movie decoding before. We were switching on the phone. It was on the laptop. No control movie decode. Anti-sugar is sugar and the deep state power needs. Um, copper is the DC power needs and this one. And okay. So hidden in truth. Anti-sugar symbolizes deep state power needs and substance sugar from the Saha killers. Uh, Leonard copper is the deep state, symbolized the deep state psychopathic power needs. Matrix is the cosmic cradles. Okay. And okay. And yeah, so they deal with the same thing. And the deep level don't come from is the spiritual level. Equal. So today I'm hungry. I had my wife return from as a surprise called my special guest in today's podcast earlier. Previously on thoughts, previously on my Saha live. Okay. We had we wonderful as a special guest, much personal very guest. She was a guest on my channel, and she did be she showed her house. Her and her family in the process of finishing like a house project. I get me men singers and women singers. I build me houses and plant me vineyards. And I turn and saw their sons. Rise upon for man to eat, drink, and do the good of all his labor. During his labor, there's his portion. We should bring to see what should be after him. Let's get my daily chapter on Bible reading. Let's go Ecclesiastes. Go Ecclesiastes. Bible Gateway. I read I have a habit, baby, a chapter a day. It keeps the devil away. Is that a chapter a day? Okay. So we're going to Act 3. Let me pull up Ecclesiastes 7. No, it's 3. Okay. One of my favorite chapters in the Bible. Bible says Act 3. To everything there's a season. Ecclesiastes 3. The authorized King James Version. And I'm not trying to make it be voice acting. It's just it's like I'm reading the words. To everything is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace. It's one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend. If you're wondering about what that means, that was rent. Okay. A time to rent, I was teaching back again a bit too soon. A time to rent and a time to sue. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. What profit has he that worketh in that when he laboureth? I have seen the travail which God has given to the sons of men to be exercised in it. He has made everything beautiful in his time. Also he has set the world in their heart, so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end. I know that there is no good in them, but for a man to rejoice and to do good in his life. And also that a man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is the gift of God. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that men should fear before him. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God required that which is past. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart concerning the 7 sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. For that which befall the sons of men befall beasts, even one thing befall them. As the one died, so died the other. Yea, they have all one breath, so that a man has no preeminence above a beast, for all is vanity. All go unto one place, all owe the dust, and all turn to dust again. Who knows the spirit of man to go upward, and the spirit of the beast to go downward toward the earth? Wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? And he answered with a question mark. So, you have it, folks. That's all, folks. Pretty good to do. Ecclesiastes. Now, the cheese really made a major difference. It's the only cheese, the peach cheese. It's like it's carrying the whole cream of the meat also. And I'm getting greedy now. So it's like, I feel like I might have to go for second helping. You know what? I determined to get not just the cheese for some extra, but also finish this can. So a lot of times for open meals, one of these cans I have half the sausages, just 8 in total, like 4 for today's open meal, after open meal. Put it in the fridge and have the other 4 tomorrow's open meal. And then obviously that's not the only thing in the meal. There might be a can of mackerel tomato sauce, for example, something else. Half a can of Heinz beans tomato sauce for today's open meal. Put half in the fridge, use it for tomorrow's open meal. So half a can. Now today, I came here to chew bubblegum, kick ass, and all the bubblegum. And I'm all bubblegum. And so anyways, I started blasting. The hits is okay. So look at this huge like knife on the side here. This is for cutting cheese. So don't get hold of this. Okay. This is the pre cheese. Okay, the very cheese the priest cheese. Okay. This is a knife. One of the most petty injuries ever that I got to the ER for was drunken cooking and hitting my finger with a knife. Okay, like I can't do this one drunk, and this, and it went into my finger. And I actually called the university now, but it's asked. It's just a bit because I thought maybe you can get an infection. I felt I hit the bone, and it's like after I hit the bone, I just wrapped it up. And it was bleeding kind of a lot before that. I could feel like I hit the bone. Like a small thing, but like it felt like it kind of stopped at the bone. And it was bleeding quite a lot until I could wrap something around a couple of days. And I thought, okay, so I called the Northern Emergency now, but like made a consultation. I asked, like, yeah, so I cut myself in the finger while cooking. But I felt like I hit the bones in the finger. It's not bleeding a lot, but it was bleeding some before you. And he said, should I come get checked out? I said, yeah, should I come get checked out? I think I got checked out. Okay. But it was like much good about nothing. They didn't have to stitch nothing, just clean it up. Something one day away. So This is all my favorite cheeses. This been like favorites and topics today. Talking about my favorite is that coffee like picks. Oh, favorite type of cheese. That's one of my favorites. You can find the Swedish supermarket cheese. Trust it. These are 10 sausages. So anyway, I suppose. You know what? I'm actually gonna heat these. Actually, forget about it. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I suppose they're really not as tasty unheated as heated. Big difference. It's like the flavor is more potential than actual before heating it. Or later. It's only heated that the flavor is coming from. I mean, it's edible, but but it's a big difference. I got that from my wife. Yeah, so my wife is one of the as a guest in my live stream today. Listen, my wife not I just focus on business is actually so. Oh, brother. Yeah. Oh, brother. Yeah. So, I work for British Social Florida one. I have to keep up on it so I can make plans. Understand? I have to have email now. I have to call the call on my interface and my phones. Okay. I'm glad you said it. It's public enemy number one right now. And I'm calling it special on them. Understand? So I have played this. The playlist of a 16th century villain scheming on his foes. So on here, the super villain life of Thor. Never end. What about you today? Do you want to do too? Same thing do every day. Try to take over the world. So, I mean, what's it? That will be the thought. I don't remember how old they say this. It might be, it's going to be 40 plus. And, I kind of really shut the clock. I investigated what we need to actually use label. And I guess what we need to speak back forward. Hey, guys, I think if we find out just a little bit, just a wee bit. Thanks for the opportunity. No, communicate. I'm looking for this. I just look for it all the time. This to see overnight. Just looking. I love it because it's wrong. It's Canada. Uh, I don't know if that's in Canadian. Where is in Canada? Okay. I don't know if it speaks French too. Some people in Canada that speaks French. And in addition to this, they went on vacation to America, Florida or something, Miami, whatever. And he was again in a house, I guess he rent the house on Friday. In back there, went to videos for a while. There's some kind of normal house. And it looks like he's back in the studio now. Yeah. Now, I will say this: it's possible to be a masculine man and be super bothered and angry about people messing with you. And then, but it's not a feminine trait. It must make it feminine. Okay. So I reject that notion. For example, if you're against tolerance, I am people are constantly push your buttons and messing with you. That can make you upset. And I'm not buying into this. Some people always say, oh, if it's bothering you being bullied, if people mess with you, push your buttons and it bothers you, that means you're weak. No, that means I'm strong. And that because I have boundaries, because I have high standards of behavior, and I'm not okay with being treated like crap by coward losers. Understand? It's like I'm not happy about it. So it's like people go, oh, yeah, okay. As I hate it, told the rest of it, oh, if you get triggered, that means I win for this. No, no, it's because I'm not a doormat that suffer fools gladly. And it's like, this is okay with people being mean. No. So you can take something as a strength and recast as a weakness. It's like, you know, the founding fathers that were really sensitive to the tyranny and the tyrants. Okay. So maybe he's sick. He's having a coffee. Yeah, so because interesting where to draw the line. We want to be like specific, precise. What is obese? What body fat percentage? We draw the line that person is X% body fat, they're obese, and the person below that is not. Obese is kind of like a vague term. Now, I used to have fat obese. Not as somebody has a little bit of belly fat, but it's fat to me, it's like it's a person who kind of stands out and how fat they are. So, so registering him, if I can see it, actually probably fat. I feel like I didn't fully finish that one. So, uh, you can be a man, a master man, and be super outraged and like angry about people pick on it. Okay. Like if you're YouTuber, you'll hate the comments. When somebody the comments says something you don't like it. So being annoyed and irked and agitated that people mess with is not a sign of weakness or femininity. As a matter of fact, I probably people that had too high of a tolerance for letting people mistreat them and pick on them, and they feel like it's fine. Whereas it can be a sign of health that they have high standards, high expect to be treated, people fall short of it, it registers and they don't like it. So, no, it's not. If somebody has a dialogue, it won't be only simplistic. So, if somebody has dialogue, that's amazing that I'm going to hate them or so. Like they're an evil person. Now, if somebody has a dialogue, shows up in my chat, hey, homie, and statistics that I hate will have, that will be like really, I don't say, I will most likely offend our shape guy who's jealous of my abs and you're a loser for this. After they say something like Microsoft for this. So in of itself, having that boy is not enough to get me angry at you and dislike and hate you. Or I can look down on. But if you're a person that's in less good shape than me and a toxic enemy's hated that because you're not in a good shape as I am. I have you think I have six pack, no. And that makes you hate me and start going after me. Now that's a problem. Okay. That's a different thing. To put it like this, sometimes I have somebody come into my chat and it's weird they hate this will show picture of their face. I noticed patterns was like I post selfies and most of the selfies are always like I'm not so surprised, but I'm really handsome and in shape. I post selfies and there's ugly dudes that are saying I look like shit in the picture. It's kind of clearly envy, okay? Guys are always like in fitness group, they look less good than me in the pictures. They're like saying that I hate on my pictures. Okay, and the parents like they're uglier than me and in the worst shape to look as good. Okay. So it's kind of clear what the deal was. It's like envy. No, the person that is an envy shaper will actually mark your account. Mark is not a good shape. It's like crazy people. They're envious. Oh yeah, okay. Even better. Because you're ugly. Now the issue is one of the prices of greatness, like the greatness tax, is you have to deal with the average toxic narcissistic person who just seeing you be better than more intelligent, more talented, better looking, better shape, face, attractiveness level, body. It's like that will give them narcissistic injury. I feel bad. I would start engaging narcissist defenses like projection transfers. Like you, they feel ugly. They see him like him. He looks more masculine. He's more masculine in his character levels, man. I like us insecure about the masculinity. And it kind of tell us how they operate. It was like they see a guy like me do manly stuff and not be like a sissy. And I guess my insecure about the masculinity. I go like, you're gay or something, it's still protecting. I made them feel effeminate. Like, do you understand? It's like, Mike, you're gay. As I'm extra, I said, gay or something. So gay pride flag in the shot. What is this? I make them feel effeminate. They see a man in man on camera. A guy who's manly. They say, oh, this guy is not like a weak twerp like I am. And that makes me feel bad. His exercise, whatever the thing is, just kind of like more masculine than what they do. Makes them feel effeminate, meaning not manly. Can expose insecurities about masculinity. Go back to exactly. They project it's like gay or something like this, which like an attack on masculinity. So it's kind of like a guy who's ugly. He sees a fitness poster, a fitness group or selfie, and I'm look handsome and in shape. But it's like it looked like shit. Or what he's projecting. It's like he's telling himself, "You make me feel like I look like shit as I see how good you're looking." Like the Jordan Peterson quote, an ideal jealousy. See, so you're nearer to an ideal and people feel judged. So this is psychology, you know. So it's projection, it's narcissism. But if somebody's insecure and they're like, well, this guy's a good shape, got a six pack, and they're out of shape and ugly, they feel ugly. They see it, it makes them feel ugly and say, well, he look like a shit himself. It's like really telling myself. They're projecting. A lot of hated comments like how you make me feel like a decoy. It's like I feel like I was that gay. See, I'm exercising, go, gay, you're so gay or something, it's true. It's like you make me feel gay, you understand? It's like I feel gay looking at you exercising. See? I mean, it's like compared to some masculine, you make me feel pretty much half gay or something. It's like, you understand? No, it's kind of, if a man fights with monsters, he must take heed that he himself does not become a monster. And if a man says it to the beast respect him, understand? It needs to go. So I don't want to spend too much time necessarily on focusing on like decoding the hate. It's just more important things to decode. But unfortunately, the average person is highly narcissistic. We have a narcissist epidemic. And it's not that, I talked about it before, it's not that it's bound in stone that if somebody has a dad bod and I have a six pack and I'm in shape, better shape than they are. It's not like because they're not as good shape as me, it's like they're bound to have insecurities and envy about seeing my physique. No. There's people that have a dad bod, they see guys that are young men with six packs and don't feel like I hate that guy, okay, because he's better shape than I am. So it's not that it's like you have an excuse. It's like if I see Conor McGregor show up on Instagram with a Ferrari yacht, I don't feel like I'm hating I'm envious of this. I would have an excuse to be like, oh, he's got something that I don't have. As if it's not a bad stone that if you somebody has something at a high level that you have to be envious and hate on them. It's like pathological. It's like a heart problem. It's not that people that have little money have to envy people that have more. Understand? They, this is like a personality flaw. So anyway, I've never been fat in my life. I've never been out of shape. I've been fit my whole life. And God, I've never been fat. I never had like a period of time where I got fat. So I enjoy it. Like I've since childhood to now, I've had a flat stomach and go from a flat stomach to visible abs. Okay. When I'm 36 years old, this should turn 37. So I like to stay in shape. Uh, I like to stay fit and still have a six pack at 46. Okay. That'd be great. I make it to 46 to begin with. Being told a video. And even if I wasn't, it's not like no worse promise tomorrow. Also, that's helpful of tomorrow för idag måste han vara tomorrow can be for. When author said, all such boss is evil. This Bible verse about not protecting the future, like for sure I got it. Anyways, go. Um, yeah, it has a fitness goal. I like to be fit with a six pack at 46. I'm 36 today. So the progress is staying in shape as advancing age. Meaning when I exercise, I'm happy with my current physique. That really makes some people not like me. There are a lot of people exercising because they're unhappy with their physique, and some people are kind of hate it. And it's like there's some people don't like it if they can tell that you're in shape, you know it, and you're happy with the current physique. Understand? So I don't exercise to get happy with my physique. It's not like, oh, I feel small or I'm out of shape, I need to exercise. That's how I exercise. I enjoy exercising. It's meaningful. I stay in shape, so I have my current physique. I'm looking to stay in shape. I'm staying in shape as I advance in age is progress. Because nature expects like getting more out of shape year by year after athletic prime like 30s. So only one in 25,000 about 35 has six pack. I got six pack 36, so that's significant. If I keep a six pack until 46 every day, that's a fitness goal. It requires not living too unhealthy. So if I get back to eating high sugar diet, start drinking alcohol frequently, heavily, these type of things can interfere with maintaining a six pack. Like the alcohol with start lowering testosterone, the sugar too. So basically,
I've thought about this before. And be like really focused like testosterone and protecting. And I'm looking to keep good testosterone levels. As a object, the aiming to that kind of focusing is like the avoid these things that is like care about the testosterone levels being natural. That is like, do you understand? Having had a look at I care about testosterone, keeping high testosterone, and avoid things to lower, and I care about having testosterone levels. That goal is like it requires that you don't live too sinfully unhealthily. Understand? Meaning getting drunk lowers your testosterone. So the more often you get drunk, the more you attack your testosterone. And testosterone is what helps you stay in shape, understand? So if your testosterone goes down, it makes it harder to get in shape and stay in shape. So it's like if I care about that one thing about physically, like I'd like to keep a high testosterone, not have my testosterone declining. I know enough to be like, yeah, sugar lowers your testosterone. So I say I'm not gonna go on a high sugar diet. Okay, keep low sugar diet. Drinking alcohol is attacking testosterone levels, which means that okay, if I want to not have testosterone decline as much as it would or could, it's like I shouldn't be drinking alcohol too much. I shouldn't be eating high sugar diet, and I should avoid these toxic chemical hydrogen cleaning products. Okay, the wrong type of exposure, and um, it might sound kind of superficial, like silly, it's like max out testosterone protocol. I like to have high testosterone physique and high testosterone performance. And I like how I'm reacting to people hating on me. So it kind of triggers the ego more. Why do I have to So, um, now I thought about this. Like, it's a single goal as a man to be like, that's a good fitness goal. To, as a single focus, be like, I care about high natural testosterone. I'm looking to raise my testosterone. If it's too low, and I can raise it naturally. I'm looking to protect myself from a decline, understand? Because what matters like really would be like there's a character you can take that can lower testosterone. If you understood what they would do, you'd be like, well, it will make you less man, they make you have less energy, more likely to be depressed, less energy for workouts. If you're working out, you have discipline to exercise, despite it's like hard to do. A lot of people today's exercise. There's some people don't exercise at all. Now, do you have to exercise more to get X amount of effect if you look into like build some muscles or this? I want to have bigger triceps. You had exercise, let's say you had exercise 1 hour per week at triceps to have this much growth. With 25% lower testosterone you have right now, you might have to exercise 2 or 3 times as many hours or something like this per week. Do you understand? It's that kind of simple that. So as a simple thing, I don't care if it sounds silly, some people, if I just care about my testosterone levels. And it's like I learn about, and it leads to like living healthier because things that lower testosterone man are like poisons are bad for health, like drinking alcohol, getting drunk that lowers your testosterone. I'm like I know enough to know that it's rare to have six pack abs. I know I'm in really good shape. I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I have a fit physique. I'm athletic, and I have athletic performance that's above the average 36-year-old man. And it's like my cardio and exercise and things like this above average. And I'm not looking to lose that. I like to have not a so low T that I'm fatigued and tired and like get depressed and stuff and I start getting out of shape and stuff. I enjoy having not having low T. And I know what could cause a decline. And I know it's like if I would start getting drunk frequently, I'd be lowering my testosterone, see? And I care about my testosterone levels. I know that heavy alcohol use will lower testosterone. So it's like it's that that can happen to not overindulge in alcohol. See, what's another thing that I know lowers testosterone? Sugar. See, eating a high sugar diet, I believe that attacks your testosterone. So it's like sweets and treats. So everyone knows like good for your health. I've been voted that because one of the things that I care about not attacking the key helps me to not do cheat meals too frequently. Is I know they will attack my testosterone, and I care about my testosterone levels. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's like be disciplined with the supplements. It's like the supplements that I take. and maybe invest in supplements rather than waste in other places. Because there's some supplements I believe that help to depress my testosterone level. So vitamins, I'm talking vitamins now, not movies, okay? So anyway, so yeah, I take issue with some of the things that you're saying. Now, I believe that for a man, a simple fitness goal that's healthy is to get six pack abs, to have abs or at least a flat stomach. It's like if you're a guy to look for a fitness goal, I don't recommend, yeah, aim to try to, if you have an exercise out of a fitness goal, my thing is like, you should have the goal to look like Rich Piana or more like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Want a fitness goal, for a man like any age, to have a flat stomach or a six pack, that's significant. And it might be more impressive, really, than huge biceps of this. So I believe a healthy fitness goal is to get and have a flat stomach. Flat, we're not even talking about abs now. Better yet, like six pack abs. Does that mean that somebody's evil and lose 100% if you don't have six pack abs or flat stomach? No. But I do believe that's a healthy fitness goal. If you're going to have a fitness goal, I'm progressive or something, we're working to get improvement of physique, that would be a healthy fitness goal. Now, for me, it would be to maintain it. Okay, now keep a flat stomach, six pack abs. And there's certain things I'll be looking to avoid. Okay, I'm not looking to lose my six pack abs. I like having six pack abs. And I believe it's a lifestyle to keep it. So, yeah, I believe that's a more healthy fitness goal than like I'm trying to look like I'm Schwarzenegger. I need to work and I want to. I actually, I have the fitness goal for the average man, which to get a flat stomach or six pack. And something that can help with that is not drinking too much alcohol, not eating too much sugar, um, take enough supplements to ensure you're less vitamin deficient. That's all. So, yeah. Anyway, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, when I listen to chants like this guy's talking about like the coach. Okay. So apparently I don't need to hire a coach, understand, to know how to get in shape. Okay. See? So do you understand the proof's in the pudding? I feel I can help. I feel like I can help to coach other people. I want to help people get in shape. So it's like see people talk about this person needs a coach. They have a coach. Oh, they look like a guy who needs a coach. You need like a dietitian to be like, Mike, okay. You need an interventionist to help you to like lose all this overweight fat you got or something like this. No, apparently I know how to be in shape. Whatever I'm doing with the diet, nutrition, supplementation is working. And I'm not really killing myself in the gym. Okay, so good times. And we got good times to have fun with my t-shirt too. So, women feel fat than they are a lot of times. Meaning women, it's almost like women have like a built-in body dysmorphia or something like this. Where it's like women feel like like 100 pounds heavier than they are. Okay, you understand? It's like women feel fatter than they are. Okay, okay, generally. One days for social media. Makes me mad. I'm a thought videos means death threats have been part of my life for a long time. What you know about death threats? I get a lot. It's about I've had attempts at my life, but a deep sea prescription for gang stalking. So sticks and stones, it can be bad enough. Okay, words, but sticks and stones, real sticks and stones can hurt you more than words. Words can hurt you, but sheer dog kinds can hurt you more. Jag har inte lägga datorn before. Du får bekymmer. My content is though. But also he had some women hater talk there. I say that his girlfriend's only for the money. If I was a very said hater wanted to say something, that's not what I would use because I like to use things that are true. They are know to be true and negative if you want to say something bad about you. It's like Gregory said lost all this hair. He has to go get hair transplants because he lost all this hair from pumping too much water for this. That'd be true. There's a connection between testosterone, maybe, and baldness. Okay. So, he lost all his hair. So he wanted to hurt his feelings. Like, yeah, he lost all his hair. There will be something true that might hurt his feelings to remind him that he lost all his hair. Okay. See? Okay. So, um, now, so I'm an expert Gregory said, okay, but it's like, so this woman said your girlfriend's only with you for the money, okay. Now, if you think about it, what's his defense attorney against that accusation? Gregory said he's in real shape, understand? So his sexual market value is higher than a lot of males in his age range, understand? Which is part of attraction. Meaning, like he's gonna be in the top 1% sexual market value in his age bracket. He's got guys that are 40 plus. If it was a dating site, is that women they just feel without knowing what he's making, will feel like drawn to one of his like I want to get to where this Greg is and go on date with or something like that. Say without knowing what his financial level is, just face value of that. It's called sexual market. I mean how physically attractive you are, which matters. Okay, if you're in the dating world, you're trying to attract the partner. Okay, so if I was a defense attorney against the person, Greg, your wife, she's good for money for your girlfriend. Some details is used. Well, Grace 40 plus in very rare shape is what called sexual market value, which means how attracted you are to opposite sex, like physically. And Gray will be scoring a lot higher than the average person his age in face attractiveness and body attractiveness, which means there's a lot of women that be attracted to one people Greg just based off fall in love with what he looks like, okay, without looking at his financial level, okay. Uh, so It'd be easier to make the argument that Greg's girl is just with him for the money if all he had was money. He was a fat, ugly guy with no personality, the charisma of a dead rock. Okay, I suppose we leave it one. Okay. He said he was fat, ugly, out of shape, the boorish guy, the most dead personality like you could have. No charisma, no nothing, no personality. And it's like kind of all the different like levels that can make you track, like financial level, personality, intelligence, competence. Listen up. If all he had was like the money ball, he put all his credit towards it that he was rich but fat, ugly with pimples, no personality, dumb, okay, low IQ, like really obviously dumb, and a girl who's like a 90s with him. You'd be like, this looks like this girl might be with it just for the money, I said. It's like Hugh Hefner, who's like 90 plus and not really looking like 40, okay? And I have like a 20-year-old blonde with implants like some. With that kind of face where it looks like the girl might be going good for something other than just fall in love with this guy, how handsome he is, okay? So, yeah. That's why I think you watch most of the It's like the inside joke is from people and this is like his every video is an advertisement disguised as like a content. Okay. So it's like that's what people are saying is that even his fans. It's like his every video is an ad for his product, understand? It's almost like that everything else is an excuse to be able to show his supplement on camera, understand? And it's like working a lot of things like an art form. It's like if you haven't done it to master, maybe you should try it to test on, understand? I'm not saying it will be like voice, but it's definitely not going to have the side effects you want to have, something like this. Okay. And then there's at some point we're going to apply his cookbook. Okay. A lot of people have problems putting a fork down, understand? The videos talk about like people obese or this. Well, to buy and about cookbook, okay. And learn how to eat. So something like this. So yeah. I mean that's not really but it is can be a little bit fun. So that's the comments are fun, okay, funny. What people write in the comments. And a big thing about Greg's comment section is like the his comment section is like there's like a joke everybody's doing about how unemployed they are. Okay. So everybody's unemployed and they're refreshing and they're pulling the refreshing six, seven. I'm with it, understand. The whole refresh pull. I don't know what it means refresh. I'm refreshing my browser and there's a video comes up, understand. I'm hip up with it. Hey, my friend. Six, seven. Oh, see, I'm hip up with it. Hey, my friend. Okay. 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 There's a lot of the kids that we love the internet and Facebook profiles and flip phones and stuff. Okay. Speaking of age, all things be relative. You heard it say that all things are relative. For this. All things are. So I read the chapter that the generations, Genesis of America. It's like emails, and emails beget, and this is not a chapter I have memorized, okay? But it's kind of to the tune of like emails, this man beget this guy. Guy lived 800 years, okay? This guy lived 400 years and had a son after that. do this type of stuff. Let's actually pull it up. I really don't like this kind of like guessing, okay, what the Bible care about. We'll pull up the generations. My point is this. So far stood out to me this like first of all, it's kind of cool to think about from all our standards, like somebody's 101 years old. You're like, wow. I see people show up sometimes, 101-year-old Vietnam veteran reunites with his wife or something like this, okay? And it's kind of rare you have a guy that's like 101. Um, and that's kind of like, okay, now, that'd be more or less like a baby contrasted to how old people used to live. They call him like young, possibly, okay, the 101-year-old. Come with a team, it's like 101 years old. Got a lot to learn. Some man or something. That's the point. People used to live for 500 plus years. Was a guy who in these generations, this guy lived this long, had a son, died at this age. Uh, there was a guy who died at 160. And it's like, okay, so the guy died young at 160. It would be similar to the baseline, like how people live in. It's like if a 12-year-old dies today. Like a guy who died, he died young at 160. Too soon, I understand. Guy died young at 160 years old or something, so 240 or something like this. So let's try and find that. Enos, Luke, Genesis 4, Genesis 5. Okay. This is the book of the generations of Adam. So this is deal with bloodlines, okay? This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called the name Adam, in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years. Okay. Yeah. 800 years. And he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years. Okay. I'm 36. I feel old sometimes. Okay. Like I'm, if you understand. But it's like 36. A man is lucky to make it to 100 in these type of days. These days. Okay. See, so these guys, Seth lived 105 years to get Enos. Okay. And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. In the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begat sons and daughters. Here goes how long Adam lived. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. He lived 930 years before dying. Okay. That's close to 1,000 years. It can be hard to kind of that's something to wrap your mind around. That's incredible. Imagine living for 900. Also, the quality of life back then was completely different. Meaning that the sharpness of conscience, like how sharp-minded they must have been, and energetic, as they say, okay. So it must have been a completely different. It's not just about how many they had crazy lifespans, but I also believe that they had the average testosterone IQ level was most likely high back then. I said that before. I personally believe that people in this time period, maybe the average IQ around the time when Jesus walked earth was 115 or 125 in that time and place. Maybe around this here where the Adam, maybe the average IQ was 155 or something. And the average man's testosterone was at like 600, the level that 19 years old have now. Okay. You understand? So my point is, I want to get too specific. It's like some people believe that people are dumb idiots in times past. Like savages and people they like in the dark. Everybody's were dumber before. I'm inclined to believe the opposite. That IQs had declined and people in Jesus' time, I believe that the average IQ was higher and the average man's testosterone levels was higher. Now we had an IQ and testosterone decline since. Okay. And Annie lived in 130 years got a son is diagnosed and after his image. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years and he died. So Adam died at 930 years old. So I'm 36. So he had 300 plus, 900 plus years on me. Okay. That's crazy. Meaning this is not as a negative, but okay, you get that. And Enos lived 90 years and we get Canaan. Some of these names, I don't know how to pronounce them. Canaan. I'm guessing Canaan. And Enos lived 90 years and begat Canaan. And Enos lived after begat Canaan 815 years. 815 years and begat sons and daughters. So after Enos had Canaan his son, he lived 815 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years when he died. So about the same, Enos lived about the same length as Adam did. And Canaan lived 70 years and begat Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after begat Mahalalel 840 years. And, uh, and all days of Canaan were 910 years. Okay, close to 1,000. 910 years. Mahalalel were 895 years when he died. And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. So at 65 years old, he had a child, Methuselah. After living 65 years, he had a child, he had a son. And Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God and he was not, for God took him. That's a foreshadow of rapture. Okay. Enoch walked with God and was not, for God took him. Yeah. That doesn't mean that God abducted him and then tortured him to death like a serial or something. He took him. Okay. And Lamech. And Methuselah lived 187 years, and we got Lamech, and Methuselah lived after we got Lamech 702 years, and we got sons and daughters. All days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, this same, okay. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, this same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord God hath cursed. And Lamech, at the time back to Genesis, God proclaimed curses on nature, the woman, the serpent, the man. Uh, and all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. So he died at 777. And Noah was 500 years old and begat, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. There was some line here that stood out to me that really short amount of time. I read this amount of time. Maybe I read it too fast. I had remember there was a guy here that was a lot short. Oh, we were very too fast that time, and I remember I misread it as to be cat, which like this guy lived this long before having a son. So I think we'll look into it. So, anyways, back to the girl that said, But the thing is that it's impressive to me how long this thing. You have to think about that can become on board. Difference. God put a limit. My spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is but flesh. And I put a limit, a cap. Oh, you get about 120 years. Okay. Okay. If you make it to 120, God at some point in time, God put at some point in time put a cap on the lifespan. It's like before these people live long, God goes, human beings, God put like a cap, they get to live up to 120 years there. That's right. Okay, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is but flesh. His days should be 120 years. Don't let it. Let's pull it up. Jamie, pull up 120 years. So yeah. Bible. Bible gateway. Uh-huh. Spirit should not always strive. Spirit, and even like finding verses using Bible Gateway is a bit of like a mini game on itself. Because Bible Gateway website, it's like a Bible verse. And some words like this is verse to go something to the, and then I'm trying to type the right words to find the actual words that I was thinking about. Google is better than Bible Gateway, strange enough, to find the words you're looking for. So it's more grace on Google, you can say, because on Bible Gateway, if you get something wrong, misspelling or something like this, it doesn't give the result. Whereas on Google, you search the same thing, and it might be easier to find the same words. So, although, um, right, which man? So, fine, Genesis 6:3. Genesis 6:3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. See? So God put a cap on him lifespan, 120 years. You go, well, it's not that it said you will live exactly that. Some people go, well, some people died 90. Yeah, we got to put a cap at 120. See? So it's like up to 120. And Lord said, let's not strive with man, for that he is also flesh. Yet his days should be 120 years. And if by reason of strength to be foursquare and 10 or something like this, that just came to mind. There's another version that's talking about cross reference. And if by reason of strength, I didn't really figure out the score system. And when it talks about foursquare and decently, well, okay. So anyway, so I didn't relate that. Okay, I'm not okay. Because I Roman numerals, I'm an expert in that. And if by reason of strength, see if we can find that one. Here, Psalm 90:10, it was. The days of our years are threescore years and 10. Threescore years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be fourscore years, yet is their strength labor and sorrow, for they soon cut off and fly away. So back to the Gregory. This is what if Gregor said is an expert on about 6 times as much of an expert as he thinks he is. Okay. Okay. So for those who watch on the laptop, all 0 of you. Okay. See you right now. So watching live. Watching is the future, times past, wherever. But as you might find it. So he's saying this woman is fat. Okay. So he's been showing this woman's picture, saying she's fat. That's Gregor said. So this is his video, okay? This is a famous video. And it's showing a woman there and mirror selfie pic. And he seems to be saying this woman is fat. Okay, which I don't agree with. Okay, no, it's different words means different things, different people. So it's like if you're in the bodybuilding world, and female bodybuilders and male bodybuilders, then it's like, yeah, I don't think this is fair. So see, there's an ad, he did an ad for a coupon in his video, his supplement, and he also was meant to sneak in an advertisement for his coaching services. God. There's got a link in the description for you to click there. You can book as a club coach. It's got 5 levels. Ultimate. I got level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coach experience. I'll tell Gregor said this. If Gregor said wants to hire me as his coach, Yeah. What would like a 30-minute my psychotic session of regular set be worth coaching? I said for regular set, fitness gyms don't have discount. Like a good $1,000. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. That's really putting it low, understand? Okay. $1,000 for 30 minutes or for Greg set to get some mics on court, you understand? And it's the platinum level, there's the bronze, there's the gold star, there's the participation trophy level, there's the platinum, the gold star level, it's like the platinum. The platinum level coaching is like high gear coaching. Yeah. It's not enough phoning it in, understand? Like you will become me on Skype when we call it coaching session. Um, I have a good $1,000 for greater setback if you want to have me as this coach and do like a coaching session, like therapy, like a coaching session. 30 minutes on a Skype coaching session. If Greg is telling me like a video call, I give him the coaching. 30 minutes for $1,000. Yeah. I can see that. I can see $1,000 for, for 30 minutes of very set being coached by me. Like it's never been coached before. And said that's the bottom of extra rich and we can have a gold density, but the can't eyebrows. He's working on Texas chat. Now, speaking here about used as a compliment because it's more often used as a compliment for the Russian used. Um, like guys who like women are a little bit plus size. It's like the simpler is it is. I've heard it used more often as a compliment than as a negative. So does the spell like two C's right than CK. I feel like that's the story, not just trying to for yourself. And I showed that picture and I said, this is fat. Okay. I feel like this is like a very sexual, but I barely believe that he's serious. And when he says she's fat, okay. It also obese means not it could be like a subcode bodybuilder. It's like everybody has it's like a body fat and it's like whatever. So I'm not gonna get over that, but get over it myself. But it's like the picture. I looked at a woman. The picture. I wouldn't describe her as fat. Okay, I would not describe her as fat. But it depends. All things being relative, do you go contrast to the average person, or do you go fat is anything about this body fat percentage, like this BMI. It depends, because they're funny terms sometimes. It's like, what do you mean by fat? Okay. People can mean different things. Good at check. Well, that's interesting to see Greg's abs. There's a big difference between his abs and mine. Okay. So his ab muscles are more like crab's tails or something like this. His ab muscles are more kind of like this, like hooks. Okay. You go from here and kind of here. So there's a completely different build of the abs. We both have visible abs. Attachment muscle, you can see the six pack there. He's got he's got abs, okay, but his ab muscles are they're different, okay. So this Gregory said abs, but so his abs are bigger, I would say. It's like they're wider, like different musculature. Mine are smaller. So my six packs, my six pack is more like it's like the here and here and here, and his ab muscles are more like on this. Okay. Yeah, but I would say that I most often have heard it used as a compliment or like as a positive, whereas fat is more of used as an insult. You hear the word fat is more of as an insult, as a burn, as it is in the internet, on the internet. Whereas sick, a lot of times I hear the word sick is used as a compliment, as a positive. It's a lot of times. What happened there? Did he solve his life? Is that what happened to Greg when he was a kid? It was like a gold spread, he missed it. It was like the bottom was working. Okay, now we're working to go his leg bones. And he didn't get enough milk. And it don't that month. And it's like his legs. Did he get everything else is like a tall guy. But it's like the legs is the thing that made him strong. I don't know. I'm being facetious. It makes me sound dumb, okay. But I say it's cool. Well, it's like, I guess the drama is I've been really paying attention all the time. It's like I'm kind of have to now right now. So, but here's the point. It sounds like, is this the woman who was sending him murder threats? His Instagram, okay. Is that the story? Like, is this the woman that was sending him murder threats to his Instagram? He's gonna unalive her. She's gonna unalive him. Okay. Let's do that again. He's got his, yeah. Yeah, so for women, a higher body fat percentage is acceptable as healthy. Meaning, it's like what is the healthy body fat percentage? For a woman can have more body fat and higher body fat percentage and still be healthy, whereas than a man. Okay. And for a man, a lower body fat percentage can be like, okay, it's got this body fat percentage, healthy, it's not unhealthy low body fat percentage. For a woman, that like the lowest number, they say, okay, this is the line where a man goes beneath this percent of body fat, it's unhealthy. Okay, it's too low. For a woman, that would be already like way too low. So women, it's natural for them to have a higher body fat percentage than males. Interesting enough, women also have more estrogen and less testosterone than males. Okay. Let's change something up there and change something since last I remember. The developers update the service and they change the stats. Okay. Okay, so that's a fat. That's fat. That's fat. Okay, it's just on the fat one. Let's look at the fat one. So this is fat. I talked about that too. I do fast. I do almost fast. I don't have the so-called feed noise. The breaded, much talked about feed noise. I do 20% fast way, and I don't have any feed noise. I don't run behind all the time. So what I think about feed all the time. Yeah, so I'm gonna